All right, so today's topic is Battle of the AI Bots. Sounds like a movie, right? Yeah, because bots, robots fighting it out. And it's a real competition out there. The companies behind the bots want your attention. They want you to use their tools. And all the big boys out there have their own version of their own bots. All right, so a little about Immacity before we begin. All right, so Immacity is a WSQ approved training organization. That means you can use your skills future credits and also NTUC UTAP. These are applicable, more or less, right? So we'll talk more about that later. So Immacity is a training center, and we have many digital marketing courses. I encourage you to check out our website at Immacity so that you may find something suitable for you. So once again, a bit about myself. Actually, this is the first time telling you about myself, right? Okay, just a note, if your microphone is on, please mute yourself. Thank you. Okay, somebody's microphone is on.
Yeah, it's me.
Could you please mute yourself? If you need to ask a question, you can type it in the chat.
I just that my name is Pauline Lim. I just attended a course I told you digital marketing, right?
Pauline.
So I'm interested in certain course like Chat GM. Don't know what.
I tell you what, Pauline, I'm going to start the talk today. Remember what I said? I'll talk about all the causes and other things at the end of the talk. All right, so hang in there. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so back to a bit about myself, right? So my core skills, as you can see here on the left, I've been working in the field of marketing for 31 over years. So I've been doing branding, copywriting, content creation, as well as social media. So what I'm currently doing is that I'm a freelance marketing consultant. So I've got clients who come to me for all these projects and campaigns that they need help in. And at the same time, I'm also a part-time trainer or lecturer here at Immacity. And here at Immacity, I conduct two different courses. One is on social media management, and the other one, content creation strategy. Now, the topics that we'll be covering tonight. Number one, comparison of the most popular AI tools, or rather AI chatbots to be more specific. Then there are free versions and there are paid versions. So question you may have, is it how much and is it worth paying for? Now, the impact of all these AI tools on intellectual property, IP, SEO, search engine optimization, security, whether it's your own personal security or governmental security, national security, governance, corporate governance and all that, amongst other things. And a few things that have just come up in the past few months. Sora, which is a text to video generator. GPT 4.0, not 4.0, 4.0, that's the latest version that the ChatGPT is using. Gemini, which belongs to Google, also has a new version called 1.5 Flash. Many names, and I'll make it simpler for you by giving you a table to compare. And of course, what's the outlook of AI? It is, and it has been impacting our lives in a big way. But before we begin, let's start with a definition. What is an AI chatbot? So this is a computer program, right? It uses artificial intelligence, or AI, to simulate human-like conversations with users like you and I through text or voice interactions. So now you can even talk to AI and the AI can talk back to you, hopefully in a nice way. So chatbots are designed to answer your questions, give you information, and also help you with tasks using natural language processing, what we call NLP, and machine learning algorithms to understand and respond to user inputs. So you, the user, will input something. You can ask a question. You can, you can ask a question, and then you can ask it to do certain things. You can basically talk or chat with the bot. That's why it's called a chatbot. It's like your personal assistant. You can also look upon AI chatbots as your collaborator, right? So use it as another intelligence to help you with your daily task. Then there's this thing called generative AI. Okay, so AI impact is industry-wide across all fields. But today, the focus is on generative AI. What do I mean by this? Because not only chatbots are capable of generating text, right? When you ask it a question, it will reply you in text. Or if you ask it verbally, it will speak back to you with the answers. But it can also generate pictures or images, right? Audio, video, digital avatars. You all know, right? A digital representation of a human being. It can even be a digital avatar of yourself. So what you see here on the right is a typical morphing video effect that a lot of the AI tools can do for you. But it all starts with you, okay? The tools are there for you to use, but you need to instruct the AI to produce something like what you see here on the right. Without the input from the user, it can't do anything, right? So it is here to serve us, hopefully. Well, if you have been watching science fiction movies, right, there may come a time when the AI becomes superior to all of us and take over the world. We don't want that to happen. So coming back to generative AI, so what they do is they learn the patterns that's out there on the internet especially. Then they structure the input training data. So anything that they take in, the input data from other content all over the place, then they come up with something new data that has similar characteristics based on what's out there. So it should be able to understand what you want, right? More on that later. So let's begin by asking all of you, are you using AI chatbots? So this is something that's good for me to know and good for all of you to know as well, right? There's quite a number of you out here today. So I would like all of you to whip out your mobile phone, scan the QR code that you see on the screen, and then you'll be brought to a landing page or website. And then you are asked just to tick the boxes. Okay, you can select more than one. If you don't want to use a QR code, there is a website, as you can see here, menti.com. And then you're asked to key in this 8-digit number. So you can do either way, right? The QR code or the menti.com website. So you will be brought to a landing page and they will ask you to select from a few choices. All I want to know is what AI are you using now? If you are not using any AI, then you select the cross, the first option, right? Then I listed a few of the more popular ones that we're going to cover today, as well as an option if it's not one of the popular ones that we are talking about. All right, can you please do this now? And then I will go into the website to see the results, and I'll share the results with all of you. It will be very interesting to know, okay? Thanks, Brennan. Let's wait for the rest to do. So once again, scan the QR code with your handphone camera. You'll be brought to a landing page, or you type in the menti.com website and then input this 8-digit number. Quite a number of you have done. Very good. Thank you so much. Anyway, it's something that we can all share the results with you, and with everyone as well. So you can choose more than one selection, all right? Let's say you use ChatGPT and Google Gemini, then you take those two. Okay, I will give everyone 1 more minute, okay? It's very fast. Once you scan, you're brought to the landing page and then you just tick the ones that you have used. Or if you haven't used any, then you tick the cross. All right, I'm gonna move away from this slide. So I'm gonna give you another 10 seconds if you haven't scanned or if you haven't gone to the website. Okay, 10 seconds, huh? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so I'll remove this from the screen. If you haven't done it, not to worry, okay? So I'm gonna stop this here. So give me a moment while I go to the website and I'll share with you, with everyone, what the results are. So, okay, I'm gonna put it up on the screen right now. Here we go. Ta-da! Okay, so as you can tell, the one that the most of you have used is ChatGPT, 16 of you, the pink one, followed by Gemini from Google, 8 of you. Then we have 7 who chose Meta AI, followed by Microsoft Copilot, and some of you, 3 of you, are using other AI chatbots. I think this was expected. Yeah, I mean, I would see likewise in terms of market usage industry-wide or worldwide, right? ChatGPT, since it's the pioneer, it came first. So most people have jumped onto ChatGPT. All right, a few of you have not used AI chatbots. Not to worry, right? That's why you are here. You want to find out more about these chatbots. So interesting. Any comments about the findings? No? Okay, so if you're not familiar with some of these chatbots, I'm going to cover them. Okay, I'm going to cover the main 4 plus an extra 2. Okay, I'm going to bring back my slides. Thank you for doing that little sharing. Okay, now let's talk about the most popular chatbots. Oh, yes, someone mentioned 2 others. Surprisingly, Brennan, I'm going to talk about Claude and Grok as well. Well done. It's like you saw my notes. Okay, so here we go. Let's begin with the pioneer, ChatGPT. So what does it stand for, this GPT thing? It stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, all right? If it doesn't mean anything to you, don't worry. It's not something you need to memorize. But you must know it's what they call a large language model. Another scientific term, another technical term. So a large language model, just imagine all the languages in the world and more, plus computer languages and everything else. All right. It helps to communicate, it helps to understand and analyze. Okay, so that's what it's all about. Then the company that owns ChatGPT is OpenAI. All right. Now, just a bit of background info. Before ChatGPT came along, there was an image generation tool from OpenAI. It's called DALL-E, D-A-L-L-E. Right? So within DALL-E, you can tell the AI to create images for you. And now the good thing is that DALL-E is kind of like integrated with ChatGPT, but more on that later. And then the CEO or founder of OpenAI, if you've been following the news, and it's good to follow because it impacts all our lives, all right? So he was on the board, all right? And then the board got rid of him for a while. And then there was an uproar. Okay, this happened only earlier this year. Then he called him back. So he's back, Mr. Sam Altman, right? Sam, okay? He's the one. So he's back on the board. Now, the ChatGPT itself launched in November 2022. So that's what, 1.5 years? Not long, but its impact is already, wow, all over the place. So what is it able to do? Okay, we've got an issue from Stephen. Stephen, I'm sorry, I can't help you. The screen here seems to be okay. You want to check your computer? Yeah, you said your screen has blacked out. Looks okay on my second device as well. Please check your settings. I hope you are able to resolve it. Oh, Eddie, yes. Sam Altman created WorldCoin. World Q getting them with iris scan. Yeah, the man has a lot of ideas. Yeah? Okay, so with ChatGPT, you can ask anything, written, picture, and video nowadays as well, huh? Even in different languages. Try it out. Okay. ChatGPT is accessible via the app, so you can download the app into your mobile, plus the website. So the website URL is chatgpt.com, right? So ChatGPT is free currently. There's of course a paid or premium or pro version, as it is the same with all the other chatbots. There's the free and then there's the paid. Okay, so that's the basic info I want to share with you about ChatGPT. Then we come over to Gemini. Gemini is from Google. Okay? Before it was known as Gemini, it was known as Bard, B-A-R-D. Yeah, doesn't matter. The name is not so catchy, so they came up with something else. So it's developed by Google, your #1 search engine in the world. Okay, now the LLM, right? You all know what's LLM, right? Large language model, which I talked about in the previous slide. So there's this thing called Palm, right? It's based on this LLM. And of course, Google developed this as a direct response to ChatGPT. Okay, launched as Bard in February last year, and then changed or renamed to Gemini in December last year. So you can access Gemini if you have a Google account, and a Google account is free, right? So if you have a Gmail, that means you can log in. Now, you can use the website gemini.google.com to access. Next, Meta AI. So Meta is the parent company of your Facebook, your Instagram, your WhatsApp. All right, so now they are also jumping on the AI bandwagon, just like all the other big boys. Launched in September last year. Okay, now the good thing is that if you are already on all these platforms, the Meta platforms, if you're on Facebook, you're on Messenger, you can access Meta AI. Just look for the little circle here, this blue purple circle. It should appear somewhere on your Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, and WhatsApp. Okay, I've already used it. I'm sure many of you are using it as well. There's also a voice activated search as well. Eddie, you're giving us a lot of information. Thank you. Wow. Okay, thanks for that. Now, let's continue, yeah? So we've got the LLM behind Meta AI. They use this thing called the Llama 3, yeah? The llama is an animal. So the chatbot is also, good news, accessible via a website. So you don't need to use the social media platforms that you see here. So just go to meta.ai. So that's AI number 3. The next one, or the fourth of the 4 that I talked about earlier, Copilot. Copilot was formerly known as Bing Chat. You all know what's Bing, right? It's Microsoft's search engine. So Microsoft is also trying to fight with Google with a search engine. And Microsoft has its own browser, right? Edge. I'm sure most of you are using Chrome. Chrome is by Google. Edge is by Microsoft. Then, of course, you've got other browsers as well, like your Safari, right? From iOS, from Apple. So Copilot was launched, or rather, Bing Chat was launched in February last year. Then November, it was renamed Copilot. Okay. Now, the thing about Copilot is it's a Microsoft thing, and Microsoft owns 49% of OpenAI. That means Microsoft is a major player of OpenAI. And because of that, the OpenAI ChatGPT, or rather the GPT LLM, is being used inside Copilot. Okay, so it's that same tool behind ChatGPT. Of course, Microsoft will make some adjustments, tweaking and all that, but you can access via an app and a website. Now, if you have a Microsoft account, I think some of you maybe subscribe to the Office Microsoft 365. Yeah, so that's for personal use. Whether you take the personal package or the family package, you would be able to access via the website here, copilot.microsoft.com. On the enterprise side, that means businesses and I believe schools also can, if they are already subscribing to Microsoft, they can also log in using their password. All right, so another one. So these are the 4 from the big boys. Huh? Now, as someone Brandon mentioned earlier, I'm also going to talk about 2 more. There's this one called Claude. So Claude, as a chatbot, was launched in March last year by Anthropic. Okay. Now, investors, major ones, Amazon. We don't know the percentage, but they put in $4 billion. So they are, in a way, the largest investor. Amazon is a big boy as well, right? One of the big top 5 companies in the world, together with your Microsoft and Google and Apple. And Google, surprisingly, Google also has a share, and this one is 10%. They invested 300 million. Now, so Amazon has some say with such a investment, I'm sure. Okay, so what else do we know about this? Yes, you can access via app and website. So Claude.ai is the website URL. You can check it out. So free, yes. Of course, there's a paid version as well. Last one, but not least, of course, there are many others. Grok. This is developed by XAI, and we all know what X is, right? The new name for Twitter, which our dear Elon Musk, so-called richest man in the world, purchased. Okay, so Elon, or rather, Grok was launched in November last year. Some people call it Grok. Maybe Grok, maybe Grok. Now, if you are on X as a premium plus subscriber, so that means not all of us, maybe a few of you. That means you have access to this AI chatbot. So it's not, in a way, available unless you are already on the premium plus subscription. Now, if you just want general information about this Grok or Grok AI, there's the website for you, grok/ai.app. So there we go, 6 chatbots, AI chatbots. There are more, of course, but I thought the first 4 are from the big boys, and these other 2, right? Grok is from Elon Musk. I feel it's quiet now, but I'm sure they're going to do big things very soon. And as promised, here is a simple comparison of the 6 AI chatbots. So now we're looking at the free versions. Later on, I'll show you another comparison for the paid versions. So the 6 that we see here on this second column, the names of the chatbots. On the left, the first column, the company that developed them. So OpenAI for ChatGPT, Google for Gemini, so on and so forth. And then we have LLM. So this was mentioned already, right? The large language model. So for OpenAI, the free version currently is GPT version 3.5. Then they just introduced GPT 4.0. I'll talk more about 4.0 in a while, but with limitations. You can't use all the features. You have to pay to use the full suite. Access meaning if you are a programmer, you want to integrate with something else, you use an API. And APIs, if you look below, API stands for Application Programming Interface. Now just remember interface. It's something in between this, let's say the GPT and whatever program the coder or the programmer wants to interact with or embed it in. All right. The last column are the notable investors, which I already talked about. So Microsoft for OpenAI, and then further below Amazon and Google for Anthropic's Claude. Okay, let's go back to Google Gemini. The LLM is this one. Okay, you don't have to know all these names. And then Meta, you have the Llama. Microsoft, as I mentioned, since they own 49% of OpenAI, so they can use the GPT-4, right? GPT-4, which I will talk more about in a while, because GPT-4 is paid. It's the paid version of ChatGPT. So this is a loophole for Microsoft users. you can actually access the superior GPT-4 over the free GPT 3.5 if you have a Microsoft Access or Microsoft subscription. Anthropic, okay, Claude 3 Sonnet, yeah, that's the LLM. And Grok, right? The LLM, they call it a mixture of experts, MOE, yeah? Not Ministry of Education, MOE. So the E, the expert stands for, or rather they are the trainable network models that solve complex problems. Huh? All these technical lingo. Don't have to memorize. That's why you have this table. All right, so this is just a quick comparison, so at least you are aware. Now, whatever I share with you today, please note, things will change, and they are changing so fast. Right? I tried to keep this as up to date as possible. Right? I was checking my notes and doing research and checking all the YouTube videos as of just this afternoon, just to make sure I'm still current. Right? So if whatever I share with you is good for you to know now, but please, arm yourself, or rather keep yourself abreast. Maybe you subscribe to a newsletter, or you always consistently go and check out YouTube videos from experts in the AI field. Okay, simple comparison exercise. Now, Immacity is the training center where I teach, right? So we are a digital marketing institute. So I ask these four, only the four, ChatGPT, Gemini, Meta AI, Copilot, please provide me a tagline for our school or our academy, our institute, right? So you roughly know what Immacity is all about, right? So most brands, they have a tagline. Nike is what? Just do it, right? So what can ChatGPT suggest? So this is what I got from ChatGPT. I just asked for a tagline. They gave me empowering tomorrow's digital leaders. Okay, not bad. A bit bombastic, but not bad, right? Kind of like an inspirational kind of tagline. Gemini, on the other hand, gave me 4 options. The first one, wow, the all-in-one platform for D2C brands. They are highlighting the comprehensive offering, the comprehensive programs that we are teaching. So D2C, if you want to know, means direct consumer. Not many people know this, but anyway, that's what Gemini gave me as one of the 4. The second one, empowering D2C brands to win. Okay. The third one, growth at your fingertips for D2C brands. Okay. And then D2C commerce simplified. I think they focus too much on this thing called the D2C, which I don't want. But anyway, that's from Gemini, Google. Meta, on the other hand, gave me, 7. Okay, a bit more, common, like this one, empowering education, enhancing features. Learn, grow, succeed the Immacity way. Not bad. Unlocking potential, one mind at a time. Inspiring excellence, igniting possibilities. Transforming education, transforming lives. Where knowledge meets opportunity, and learn, achieve, thrive with Immacity. Okay, not bad, because I'm a copywriter myself. So when I look at all these, very standard, right? But I would definitely want to tweak it further to make it better. And lastly, Copilot, let's see what it gave. He only gave 1. Unlocking the future, 1 bite at a time. Wow, kind of creative, right? 1 bite at a time. But if I were to use the word bite, then it must have some relation to unlocking the future. I would say biting into the future, 1 bite at a time. Then I'll be too corny. But as you can see, they are trying their best to give me what I want. Okay, so I may have to refine. I have to follow up with a second request. Maybe I don't want, for example, Gemini, please don't use D2C. Then it may give me something else. Or if I want 10 options, I can ask for 10 options. So that's how you use, basically, how you use the AI tools, the AI chatbots. So now, by the way, what is Immacity's tagline? The actual tagline we're using, digital marketing made easy. Right? Okay, Jason is also asking, do you need to provide it with it? No, I just said Imacity. The good thing is I don't think there are any other companies called Imacity. So Imacity chose a very unique name, right? So it understood what Imacity is, right? As you can tell from the answers. But it didn't, I don't know whether it was trying to avoid, I'm sure it would have found our tagline, digital marketing made easy. If it knew our tagline, it should come up with something better, right? Frankly speaking, I don't think what the AI has given is better than the current one. Digital marketing made easy is for our target audience, people who want to learn digital marketing. Make it easy for them. We, the school, is making it easy for learners. Huh? Not bad, huh? Paulina, yeah, I thank you for that. At the end of the lesson, I'm going to share with you a QR code. You can use that to WhatsApp us, so you can directly inquire about our programs. We will answer you via WhatsApp. Okay, it's not me. We got our admin personnel to look into that. Okay. Okay, so that's so much for that, right? Simple comparison. Huh? Now I want to talk about this thing called multimodality. So this is the new thing. I mean, it has been around since the chatbots came out, but it's getting to be more and more the focus. So what do I mean by this? All right, the ability of AI to process, generate, and integrate multiple forms of data or content. So initially it was just text and pictures, right? Now you have audio, video. Now, most of the AI tools that we talked about already, to some degree, they can generate all these four. Some of them can also analyze. By analyzing, I mean you upload a picture, it can tell you what's in the picture. That's how advanced already AI is. Okay, so multimodality is a must. Okay, I believe all AI tools need to do all the four that you see here. Okay, we talked about paid models, right? So, okay, Brennan's got some, yeah, maybe, I'm not so sure everything you mentioned, Brennan. We can talk about that later maybe. And then bypassing AI detectors. Okay, we talk about that at the end. Huh? Free or paid, are they worth paying for? So as I promised, another table for comparing. Now, as you can see, Meta right now, remember I said you can access Meta AI via all those social media platforms, right? They don't have a paid version yet. Okay, so to be confirmed, but I believe they're going to come up with it soon. Straight away, you look at the price. Everyone's trying to be competitive, around $20 US a month, more or less, as you can see, right? It's about there. They can't, you know, it's a competitive market. So when it comes to the names, okay, look at the second column. So ChatGPT, paid version is called Plus. Gemini, paid version is called Advanced. Copilot, Pro, Claude Pro. Grok is Grok. Because remember, Grok, you can only access if you subscribe to the Premium Plus version of X. So in a way, Grok is not free unless you subscribe to that one. Then you can see that the LLM is, on the whole, more advanced than the free one. Okay, if you look at the version numbers of the large language models. Okay. Now, if you were to ask me what is unique about each of them, on the extreme right column, this is a generalization, okay, but I'm sure over time they will improve their weaknesses. Huh? So, for example, when people say, hey, OpenAI versus Gemini, ChatGPT versus Gemini, what's the main difference? Most experts would agree with this generalization. Creative writing, ChatGPT is better than Google Gemini. But when it comes to facts and more up-to-date information, Gemini is better. Okay, anyway, this is just generalization. It may not be true tomorrow or next year, but as of now, this is what people are saying. And also when I interact with these two, more or less it's about there. Then for Microsoft, okay, the unique feature or unique selling point is if you have Microsoft Office, deep integration. So when you pay for the Copilot Pro, you will be able to call the AI to help you when you're doing your Word document, Your PowerPoint slides may even come up with your slides, you know. You just tell it what it wants, what you want. So this is only for the paid version. Huh? You may already have a Microsoft 365 subscription. You won't see the chatbot inside your Word or your PowerPoint, but you can access via the website I shared with you earlier. So take note of that, okay? Anthropic Claude Pro, most users say is very conversational. That means the dialogue, huh? That means it's like talking to a friend, even more human than the other chatbots. But I haven't tried. Okay, so this is not from me. This is from what I've read. And Grok, which I also haven't tried, non-conventional personality. It's following the personality of the founder. Huh? Y'all know Elon Musk and his weird personality, right? Non-conventional, so a bit more rebellious, maybe a bit more out of the box, which can be good, maybe if that's something you want. Yeah. So there you have it, the 6 combined with costings and the features. Next. Okay, the time now is 8:45, so I'm going to brush through this quickly, right? So impact on IP, SEO, security, governance, right? Lots of impact. Just for your information, some companies are suing AI companies. They say copyright infringement, right? Most of the cases are still ongoing. Then on the other hand, if you create new content using AI, your new AI content cannot be copyrighted. You cannot claim to be, it's mine. Cannot. So there you go. But these things may change. Number 2, whatever AI tells you, is it accurate? May or may not be. Especially the free tools, the free versions, because they will have a cut-off date. For example, ChatGPT, the 3.5 GPT, is up to only January 2022. No? And then the 4.0, which is the latest, up to October last year only. So these dates also may change. They may make it more recent, right? But yeah, there will be a cut-off. Logic may be flawed. Yeah, there are many times when I've caught the AI telling me fake news or fake information. Then I'll confront the AI, then the AI say, oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, the AI apologized to me. So you can see that even they will also claim, if you go to their website or their app or whatever, they will say, do not rely on us 100%, or we cannot guarantee that whatever we tell you is true. So you need to do your own checking. Security, because AI can be used to mislead people, right? You all know deep fakes, right? You can have the president's face and then saying something, let's go to war, when it's not true, right? So it can affect a lot of things. So there is a need for transparency and accountability. Some organizations and some countries are asking for watermarks, those transparent things to say that, hey, this one is AI. Number 4, governance. Okay, a lot of companies are already using AI, right? It will lead to better efficiency, decision-making. You can engage your audience better. But there are some issues with usage or personal usage within the company that's not approved. There's this thing called shadow AI. So you may, if you are the boss of your company, you may want to decide the guidelines. Otherwise, everyone hantam everywhere. They will use AI, and then how? Will that cause some security issues? Will they cause some, I don't know, some other issues? There's so many things to look into. So it's not easy. SEO. So if you use AI content and then you upload in your website, will Google penalize you? The good news is no, you can use. However, Google will always incentivize original content. So if everybody is using, okay, let's say 80% of the world is using AI content, most of the content is going to look the same, So you should put in extra effort to make it different. Okay, so these are just the current things I want to share with you. Okay, the newest and latest, text to video, Sora. So this is under ChatGPT, okay? So Sora is the new model. You can create very realistic and imaginative scenes. So you can say something like, oh, I want a woman walking down Tokyo with the rain falling, and then there's reflection on the water puddles, and then there's a crowd walking behind her. It can be as descriptive as that, and you can get that video done. Then there are other things that, you can have multiples of this same video. So one video is a woman, another one is a man, another one's a boy, another one's a girl, and everything else is the same. So can you imagine you have multiples of the same video? It can also extend your video backward, forward, wow, and introduce dynamic camera motion, like you have a flying camera around to zoom in and out. Sora not free, but expected to be free in some form soon. Okay, so that's one of the new developments. Now, I may not have time to show this video. It will be in the notes. So this one, you get to see actual AI of a scene in Paris in the past. Wow. And then you can also tell the AI to create a narration, a voiceover using English, then later on in Japanese, in French. Okay, because we don't have time, the link is here for you. You can also watch it when you download the video and download the notes. I'm going to give you a copy of the notes as well, so you don't worry, okay? This one is the new one, GPT-4o from ChatGPT. Yeah? The O stands for Omni. Omni means like everything. So it can accept any combination of text, image, video, and audio, and as an input, and then generate likewise. Launched only last month, okay? These are the benefits. Now, there's one special thing, the real-time voice chat. That means when you talk to the AI, this new version, it is so expressive, can make jokes with you, can laugh. The video is something you should watch. Again, I don't have the time. You can check it out on your own, and then you will see how advanced it is. And then I talk about the 1.5 Flash. Okay, there is the Pro 1.5. The Flash is new, slightly newer. It's smaller. It's optimized for narrow tasks. Okay, meaning it can be localized on your PC rather than up in the cloud where the Pro version is. So it will understand you individually. Okay, so these are the new things. So as you can see, more and more. And I didn't even put in what Apple is going to introduce. I think next week there will be an announcement. Apple so far got no AI, right? It's trying to work with some of the big boys here, but it also wants to introduce its own. So next week, watch out the news. Watch for the news. And quickly, 2nd June, how many days ago? Okay, this one is one step back from the AI tools. Powering the AI tools are chips. Right, so in NVIDIA, you all know NVIDIA, right? Graphics chips and all, GPUs. A lot of the AI that I talked about are using NVIDIA, okay? They are so good, so fast, so whatever, that they are being used for, able to be used for more and more advanced tasks. Check this one out, Earth 2.0. They are creating an exact digital version of the Earth in terms of rotation, weather, pollution, migration, whatnot, all the data about the Earth. So you have a digital version that will allow for prediction. Imagine they can predict the weather even more accurately for next month, next year, based on this digital version of the Earth. And of course, your digital humans, right? Your avatars are getting more and more lifelike. And then they launch some physical robots from this picture you see here. So physical robots, yes, powered by AI. So very soon they're going to have real skin, and then you can't tell the difference between humans and robots, just like the movies. And because of all these developments, NVIDIA, the value of the company hit $3 trillion, displacing Apple down to 3rd position. So now it's 2nd position. Number 1 is still Microsoft. So imagine the chip maker behind all the AI tools I talked about today is gaining ground. 2 big picture things about AI. AGI, okay? What is artificial general intelligence? So this is hypothetical now. We haven't reached the stage yet. Same level as human intelligence. Capable of these things. Is the holy grail, the target for all AI research. According to Elon Musk, he proclaims AGI can be achieved next 2 years' time. Some people say maybe a bit longer, but just imagine. Better than AGI is ASI. artificial superintelligence, more intelligent than us, okay? So you can already see the potential plus the danger. Huh? So there's this concept called singularity, go beyond human control, exponential growth in all tech advancements. Okay, now my final slide for you today. Since we are a digital marketing training center and I teach content creation, you can use AI or the generative AI tools available to help you create content. You all know what's content marketing, right? You want to share free information, entertainment, inspirational stories, whatever it is, with your audience so that they will know more about you, trust you, follow you, and become your customer or lifelong customer. So there are so many tools to use, right? So if you got no time, focus on a few key ones, right? Then just keep track of what's happening around. So anytime you find something new popping up, check it out, try it for free first. I always advise people don't buy or don't pay yet. Try it for free. If it works, then only you want to consider to pay. So just like any technology available to people, just imagine the atom bomb, okay? Right? Or rather learning about nuclear fission and all that. It can give you nuclear power. It can give you a nuclear bomb. So can you see the plus and the minus? Same with AI. So use it, but do not over-rely. Don't get to the point where you leave everything to the AI to make your decisions. Oh, today I don't know what to do. AI, can you give me a timetable for what I should do today? May come to the point that you become a slave to AI. So please don't go there. Okay, what else? And finally, if you want to create content for your marketing purposes, the basics are copywriting, layout design for pictures, and audiovisual production for videos, for podcasts, so on and so forth. If you want to learn, please take up my course. Yeah, I'm trying to upsell you here. Okay, we are done. We're going to take questions from you, but in a while, all right? Right now, I just quickly want to tell you about the course that I'm teaching, Content Creation Strategy here at University. So if you see in the green box here, the key approaches, you'll learn. And then there's so many free resources and all that. I can tell you where to find what to download, what AI tool to use to help you create your content faster and better. Of course, you can shoot videos, record audio with your phone, right? The generative AI tools like I talked about, and all the other skills you need. But of course, there's also the strategy, the thinking that goes behind. The AI won't think for you, you have to think for the AI. So as I said, don't over-rely. Anyway, you can scan this QR code as a WhatsApp message. You can tell us what you need, what you want, or you can go to our website for a brochure and all that. So just to quickly share with you in terms of what kind of funding you can get. Example one, if you're around age 50, this person, hypothetical person, can use $312 of the Skills Future credits, which is 70% subsidy, right? So you can see the calculation being done, all right? I don't want to spend too much of time on this. I'd rather you speak to someone from our center and then they will be able to help you because everyone's condition or circumstances are different, right? Then another case below where you can also do Skills Future plus NTUC UTEP. And okay, so question time. Some of you have been putting in the chat. I didn't manage to catch all. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. So we've got a few more minutes. In fact, we're already at 9 o'clock, but I can take a few minutes of your questions. So anybody wants to ask me, please do. Eddie's got a question about AI detection. All right. Okay. AI detection is developing, trying to catch up with what AI can do. Right? As AI detection gets better, the AI tools also get better. So both are trying to outwit each other. All right. So if you join my course, I will share with you briefly what AI tools detectors you can use. And the big question is, do I even need AI detection? To me, whenever I write something, okay, I may get some input from AI. I put it through a detector to get a score. Okay, I have to find a detection tool that is trustworthy lah. But I will still use it as a gauge. So I aim for 75% original and 25% as the maximum for my standard lah, that it is AI detectable. Okay, if I have the time, I will 100% make it original. That means I don't want my copy or my content to be considered AI. Why? Remember what I said? I rather push out original content and Google will recognize it as such because they will know no one has my kind of content because it's original. Then chances of me or my content getting pushed up in the rankings on my website push up is higher. All right, so let's see if there are any questions that I can answer. Okay, anything to do with the courses and all that, please WhatsApp. All right, someone will be able to tell you the pricing, the rates, the subsidy, the dates as well. Okay. Our courses are both in person and online. We have both versions, so you have to ask whichever is your preference. Eddie asks, if I load my own content, will others be able to see also? Okay, so you're saying that if you put up you ask a question and put some data or information inside the AI, so that AI can help you, right? It is only visible to you. However, the AI will use your data as part of the overall data that it collects on the internet to give answers anonymously to everyone. So I will always warn users not to put all those sensitive information into your AI. Okay, I won't trust AI with my sensitive company information or personal information. You can ask general stuff, right? It's safe. AI, they depend on machine learning. They learn as they go along. So they are using your input as well to come up with better answers, not only for you, but for everyone else. So that's how they learn. How do I, okay, Eddie's question again, how do I load my personal brand so AI will detect Eddie Lim as me alone? No, okay, now, when you go to the AI tool, when you log in or you sign up, your chat history is kept. So that the AI should be able to know it's you or know or remember your previous prompts and requests. So the information should still be there unless you delete it. So you just have to be, you should sign up and have an account with those AI tools. I think that's what you mean, right, Eddie? If I haven't answered, you can ask me again. Okay, I'm just going to go backwards to see if I miss out any questions. Anybody else wants to ask me anything? Okay. Okay, once again, the time now is a little after 9, right? Remember that this workshop's until 9. I can still be around for a few more minutes if you have any more questions. For those of you who would like to leave, feel free, right? It was my pleasure speaking to you. Just wait for an email from us regarding a recording of this video plus a soft copy of the notes where you can find it, all right? All right, you're welcome, Jason. Welcome, Brennan. Welcome, Nick. Yeah, if you guys want to go, you can go. If you want to stick around for a few more minutes, I'll still be here. Any pertinent questions? Yes, I can answer. Oliver, you asked a very, very pertinent question, but it's too wide. New tech. Okay, those videos that I shared, right? GPT 4.0, that's one. And then the Sora text to video is getting very, very, very accurate now. Check out in NVIDIA's talk at, I think, Comdex or something, a few days ago. I forgot which computer fair in Taiwan. Also, things being mentioned. Eileen, yeah, you're welcome. Stephen, welcome. Okay, so again, here is the QR code. You can ask us anything lah. Also, because we also teach other courses as well. Anything to do with digital marketing, you'll find something at Imasity.